Start her up.
Hey guys, George here. We're gonna do a train stream.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Got over hump day.
That's right.
George is excited. Tomorrow's his birthday. Today finished up, buttoned up with most of the stuff from school.
Yeah.
So we
I
should.
worked really hard to finish everything for tomorrow, so I have to do anything.
Ooh, gotta have that. You had that ah moment today,
Yeah.
didn't you, George?
That's right.
Nice to be done with school. Nice to be done with school. Welcome everybody for coming in. Got another stream today. I forgot to get the stream up and out there earlier this morning, so didn't get much of a push for people coming in a notice out. We usually get a notice out and everybody comes in, so not as many people coming through the door as we start here, George.
Hey, but that's okay.
Good. That's okay because we got we've got our usuals running here, but we've got over here in the wings. You might see behind us. We got another train going. Didn't get a chance to get that one programmed up, but George is going to be doing that a little bit later. We're going to be running that one. It's a TCA Trainmaster train. About half the cars of a TCA convention set on there, George.
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
a pretty cool set, that's for sure.
So cool. So birthday's tomorrow. Starting our stream at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. 3 o'clock, so we're going back to the 3 o'clock time, but that's the last time, right?
Right.
Correct?
Saturday, no. We'll be on 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah.
Right. No, hopefully on Saturday we're gonna have Thomas Eden on for sure, and hopefully Sunday we're gonna have Iron Fox on.
Yes.
That should be good times. So everybody just coming through the door, welcome.
Yeah.
Holding off announcing people coming in.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have so many
We'll
people
save
in here
it for
yet.
the new horn.
Yeah. Speaking of the new horn, George, why don't you go over there and try and get that programmed? So Thursday, we got some cool trains, and for those of you who don't know, you can kind of see over here, this is my my plug, Train Collectors Association. I belong to the Train Collectors Association for about 25 years now, and I've been going to Train Collectors Association events my whole life, and gone pixelated. Just hang with us. If we go pixelated, we'll get back. It's just where I'm at in terms of the basement and how we get our Wi-Fi signal down here. I've just been too busy to try and get it so that we're hardwired into our house's system. But anyway, I belong to the Train Collectors Association. For those of people that don't know what the Train Collectors Association, I failed to mention, George is part of the Train Collectors Association too. He's been his whole life. It's a club of about 30,000 model railroad enthusiasts all over the nation, and it's broken up into geographic areas that they call divisions. And there's divisions all over the country. And in terms of what they do, each division has programs that they offer to members of the TCA and members of their specific division. In the Midwest Division, we have 10 meets a year, and we have a lot of different, events that we have for commiseration and people to, there we go. Sounds like that Trainmaster is getting fired up over there. Anyway, the set that we're featuring today is Southern Pacific Trainmaster and Caboose, along with the convention cars. That's in a set that I think started 2003 and went for about another 10 years. We've got about half the set out here, and then we've got one special car. There isn't a Midwest Division car on that one, so you might see over here, that one right there, that's our special Midwest Division car. It doesn't belong to the set, but it's just a super cool car that fits in with the set pretty cool. It's one of our favorite cars. So anyway, yeah, looks like we got some more people here. So I'll start checking people in. Now we got that Trainmaster going. Let's check some people in. So RDD Dash is the first through the door. Good to see RDD. George R. in Connecticut, classic railroader. And yes, the answer is they're building a bonfire in the back of that picture that we had up there. That was a bonfire. Texas Train Masters here. Howdy. Good to see you from the great state of Texas. I found something that I wish I could figure out a way to get to you. I found a really cool map that. What are you trying to tell me, George?
Delete it.
What's that?
Delete it.
What is it? I'm sorry, George. What do you need? Oh no, I'm just curious as to what you're trying to tell me. I can't hear you.
I was asking you if you want me to delete it.
Okay. Gotcha. Let's see here. Tim's Train's in the house. Looking for a good time. We're going to be having a good time today, George. Good. New England Rail fans here, of course. Wishing you a happy birthday, George. A day before your birthday.
Yeah.
Ours Train's in the house. Says happy birthday to George and happy graduation to Angel, one of our usual listeners here. Or not listeners, but one of our usual viewers, Angel Garcia. He's a participant on the Discord too. What happened with him?
I finished college today, so or just wrapped things up, I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm sure that he's happy. That's all. Graduating from college, huh?
Oh yeah.
Aerospace engineering degree?
Yeah.
U of I, right? Good. Central PA Rail fans here. We're saying hello. We got another one here that's good. It's the first time viewer, at least first time checking in on the chat. We've got Burger Dog Video here. Burger Dog Vids. Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Kick back, relax, grab yourself something to drink, and we'll be on here for a little while. Talking trains, running trains, right, George?
That's right.
So, thanks for coming in. We got Tom Berg here. Also, Tom, I believe Tom.
I don't remember Tom.
What's that?
I don't remember Tom checking.
Okay. Thanks for coming here, Tom. Grab something to drink, kick back, relax. We're hoping to get a few more viewers with a different time slot that we've got here, a little bit later of a time slot. Hopefully that's the fruit of this. I think we've lost some of the people that we usually had, but unfortunately with this time slot, this is going to be where we're at moving forward because I've got to go back to brick and mortar work here soon, and George is just finishing up school, but George said that he didn't want to do this all by himself. No, I got him to say something other than yeah! I got a no out of him. No, back to yes.
I said oh.
Oh,
I just said I said.
Oh, I said. Amy wants me to give him his GG1. That's my favorite train, man.
Yeah.
I am a GG1 fan. Hey, by the way, everybody, how's the sound? It looks like I'm doing kind of over the top on the sound mixer here, so I'm going to dial this back a little bit. Let me know if the sound isn't good enough now that I got it dialed back. And for the record, if you can't hear George, because we got indoor George today as opposed to outdoor George.
Yeah.
Central PA Rail fan says here, my video got so much hate I deleted it.
Oh.
What was your video about that you got hate?
Yeah.
You know, there's one video, speaking of video hate, George, that it makes me crack up. There's somebody that has a video that says, "Why Lionel trains stink?" Yeah, and it goes through this whole diatribe about how they're dangerous and they're no good, and how
that video is
some
dangerous
person,
to the human mind.
some newscaster's son threw a train at her eye and injured her eye. And
What? That's.
I'm sure it's just clickbait, man. Just somebody trying to get clicks, George.
I guess, yeah. What the heck? It's stupid, honestly. Like, why would you make a video about that? Like,
just because you want people. I think it's got like 5,000 views, man.
yeah.
I'm sure that if you put up a video,
using the excuse of like a newscaster through like a train.
It's really bad. I mean, the logic in it is really bad, but the title says something like "Why Lionel trains suck" or "You shouldn't buy them" or something like that. So that's a funny one. All right, now arriving on platform 2, Mr. James Conductor. Let's hear for him. CSXNS train videos checking in. as well as Brian Burns. Get those guys some whistle. We got Stephen Kofro here. Says hello, Wally. Hello, George.
Hey, Steven. Stefan.
Stefan, as we like to call him. Ours Train says, Senor Garcia.
Yeah, Senor Garcia.
Yeah, Senor George over here. We got a jumpy train, don't we?
Yeah, I think it's that slip over there. The Berkshire just seems
Good, good. Maybe one of these days you can check that one out and fix it, huh, George?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Just lost my place. Got to get back here. Grandma Nita's in the house. All right. New England Rail Fan Production says that Trainmaster sounds sweet. I agree. I agree. Everybody's welcoming Grandma in. That's always good. And Grandpa's here as well. Good to see you. Getting everybody from the family in here today.
Thank you, but the horn on it's so weird.
Yeah, what do you
Sounds
think?
kind of like a foghorn. Yeah.
It's a little bit of different sound, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. But I
I wonder what the horn is. Probably ask some people on here. They can tell you what the horn is that we're listening to on that Trainmaster.
It's like a wet L5 or something like that.
Don't know, but it's a different sounding one. I like it. What about you?
I like it, but it, like when you put it down, it doesn't like kind of climax. It just stays there, you know.
Oh, on
That there you go.
on the Legacy there.
Yeah.
All right. LGL Rail Yards checking in. Says, hey guys. That's how you doing, GF Dub?
I am doing good. Thank you for asking.
All right. Angel saying he's all done, baby. All done. A lot of people giving you some birthday wishes, George.
Thank you.
Let's see here. CSX GEET 44AC says, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Central PA says he's bad. I think he's kind of bumming about the fact that he's got some trolls and had to take down a video. But you know what? Keep pumping out those videos. Trolls are just trying to get attention.
Yeah.
Just trying to get attention. All right, good. We got some thumbs up on our sound.
Let's see. Yeah, man, a lot of people saying happy birthday. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Michael Nappy Trains, welcome.
Good. Red Caboose Productions. Thank you guys for coming here today. Terribly late. Well, you know what? You're not necessarily terribly late. We just started up about 15 minutes in. We started at 5:30 today, rolling through. Yeah. So tomorrow's George's birthday. We're going to have a nice birthday celebration down here. Probably about 3 o'clock we're getting on.
Yeah.
Do some train racing tomorrow because it's what?
Fast Friday.
Friday, George's birthday. You going to race anything tomorrow, George?
Yeah, yes we are. Yeah. You're gonna bring back.
Well, good. Are you going to keep me in suspense or are you going to tell me what you got?
You wouldn't tell me what you got.
I sure would. I got Thomas. I got the Red Rocket, Texas Special.
I think I'm gonna bring out my Red Rocket, my pre-war Red Rocket.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna fall off the table.
I think Anita's gonna bring out her switch engine, or not her literally a switch engine, but with a light switch on there.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have some good train racing. I think that we're gonna have some good train racing.
I don't know. The American might come out of retirement. Never know.
Ooh, the Golden Arrow.
Yeah.
So New England Rail Fan Production says he thinks that the horn is a higher pitched A200, George.
Really? Huh.
And Tim says get a Kleenex for that train, George.
Why is that?
Because we got a bloody nose going on in that Trainmaster. That's good. Well played, Tim. Well played.
I've got a question for you.
What's up?
What paint scheme do you like better, Bloody Nose or the Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Really? I like the
Bar
Bloody
none.
Nose a lot.
Yeah, I did. They're both good.
Yeah.
They're both good. I give you that one. But I like the bloody nose on the freight. But I like
Yeah. I love to see pictures of those FMs pulling commuter trains out of in California. Yeah. I just get a nice. I don't think there's any O-scale manufacturer that's made Southern Pacific bi-logos, but they had them.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I think never heard of any Southern Pacific bi-levels. That's odd.
Yeah. They use them on commuter trains.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of similar to the CMW.
That's cool.
Sure, yeah.
That's cool. Tim's Train says he likes the Black Widow too, so I'm in good company with the people that like the Black Widow.
Yeah.
All right, everyone out there, Black Widow or Bloody Nose?
I know I'm Bloody Nose.
Hey, LGR Railyard says that he made a new video today, and guess what? You're mentioned in a special way.
Oh,
is it this one? George! Oh! No, hopefully it's better. I made a video this morning, and that's what it was.
Really? Is it like, well, is it like Megadeth, like metal rock music, like in the background? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
George! George! Why didn't you put the train on, George? You need to take off trains.
Anyway.
Say something other than, yeah!
I like this,
George's like, I need to change the,
this,
subject matter
this,
quick.
This tank car.
You gotta say it with your Megadeth voice, George.
What?
You have to say it with your Megadeth voice.
Yeah, if Metallica pays me. I'd be like we're promoting Metallica. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I like this car a lot. This one and that green car is probably my two favorite cars out of the train.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool.
But yeah.
So New England Rail fan says I like the scheme, and the Black Widow, yeah, it was called the Peninsula Commute, and he says he likes both. Michael Napney checking in said Bloody Nose. Texas Trainmaster says Black Widow. And LGR Railyard says it's a thank you video. So it's not a Megadeth video. That's good. I think George thinks that's good, but I'm going to make a Megadeth video. Where do you see the face paint that I wear like Kiss?
What is it, like red, all red?
Yep. Hey, Trainstorm's in the house. It's your boy, Trainstorm. What?
Yeah! Tim Train says Jeep through Trains, the Rio Grande SD40T-2s that Kevin B has have the same horn sound the SP Trainmaster had a Nathan M5 horns.
Tim's knowledge base on everything train never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah. Texas Trainmaster says Yippee Kayo Kitty Happy birthday, George. Oh, thank you.
Right on. Grandpa says, George says. What do you say, George?
I like trains.
George always says that, like when he's in a situation he doesn't know what else to say. I like trains.
Yeah.
Girl leaned in for a kiss one time when he was at the movie theater.
I like trains.
Stopped her right in her tracks. It was good stuff, George.
Yeah, I like trains.
She leaned over. George did one of these.
Anyways, I really like that grain hopper. Yeah.
Trainstorm says, heading home from a nice trip out on the lake. Beautiful sunset out here. Nice. Trainstorm, I forget where you're checking in from, where the sun's setting so early, but I'm glad. Days like today, where we got to take in the little things like a nice sunset, right, George?
Yeah, and lots of rain.
Lots of rain. New England Rail Fan Productions says, well, I'm going to link an M5 horn here. Wait a while. All right, we'll do that, New England. LGR Railyard says, as a Southern Pacific fan, I really like the Bloody Nose paint scheme, but I have to go with the Southern Pacific Black Widow. A lot of Black Widow support here.
I like the Bloody Nose.
Yeah?
I don't know, the Southern Pacific couldn't afford tissues.
Sam says, that's the way we do it. Proper greetings for your partner. It's pretty cool, Sam. Make sure we tune in tomorrow. I think we're going to have good stuff.
Yeah, okay, I have a question. Does this car look smaller than this car?
They look exactly the same.
For some reason, this car looks a little bit smaller. Not by much, just by like a teeny bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me, but still.
So Andrew Garcia says he liked cheese and sniffing bicycle seats. I think that's an inside joke, isn't it?
No, I don't. I don't know about any of that one.
Oh gosh,
maybe it's a meme that was made.
Maybe. So George, talking about the train layout here, what do you think we should do next? Did you get on ordering those things from Ross?
Gotta do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I got an open checkbook for George. We got some stuff from Ross we need to order, and I told George to look them up. Look them up. We got some, Trains and Things is sending us some dwarf signals, George.
Yeah, I heard about those. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to get those put on the track. We're going to have to put them out here prominently so everybody can see them once we get them.
Like right here.
From what I understand, they hook right up to the your switches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so not too much additional wiring, and it goes right off your switches.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be pretty good.
Jacob Wilson, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Jacob Wilson. Good to see him.
Yeah.
New face to the stream.
Yeah.
We know Jacob from here at home, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Good stuff, Jacob. Yeah, wish your brother a happy belated birthday for me if you would.
That's correct. Yeah.
So everybody is agreeing with you, George, and says that blue one does look smaller.
Yeah. If you look at it, just like.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe just like a teeny bit, if that makes sense. I don't know. Might be just like the colors or whatever, but yeah. I do like these box cars.
Yeah, the box cars are really beautiful. I like those too. We got 3 of them on here. I think there's some more that we don't even have on there. I really like the L&N box car. That's a pretty sharp one. And of course, this one here is a little bit different. That one's my favorite. I like the Chicago Northwestern.
I like this local car too. That's a neat one.
You know what? I like all of the trains.
I like them all.
Yeah, like I like this one, that one, that one. Yeah, that one. Pretty cool.
So LGL wants to know 1522 or 6060. I don't know which either one of those are.
1522.
What is that?
It's a steam engine.
Trainstorm's excited for the birthday stream. We're trying to figure out how to do something special for George's birthday stream.
Maybe like let me win.
I always let you win, George. Letting you win wouldn't be anything special.
Or maybe how about this? For my birthday, you can try and beat me.
I always let you win.
Maybe you can try and actually try this for my birthday. Just show everybody how good of a racer you are.
I am a good. They all know I'm a good racer, George. I'm a sponsored racer. I'm sponsored.
So sponsored that you had to pay for the sponsorship.
1% back. Got eBay bucks out of it.
Man. Yeah.
eBay bucks.
That's
Got
right.
me a spicy Lionel Racing shirt. Don't see your Lionel Racing shirt. Actually, George one time got some. We got a special free perk from Lionel one time. I was looking for it today. Looking all over.
Oh, the hat?
Yeah, you got a
that's
Vision Line
hat.
hat. I know. I was looking. I wanted to wear that for the stream today. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
I gotta find that. Even though it's kind of like, yeah. We gotta, before anybody wears that, it's gotta get clean though, because there's like a bunch of white fuzzy things around it, so it looks kind of funny if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just gotta take a minute to appreciate this car.
Oh, well, while you're doing that, why don't you shoot out some whistles? We got a couple people checking in.
Oh, sorry.
Was I getting censored?
By the CNO.
Censored by the
SP.
the Southern Pacific. Anyway, D. Klinger's checking in. Good to see you, D. Klinger. We got Charlie's Model Trains checking in. Good to see you. Grandpa says, Wally found a little 2018 in a box. It's going to smoke you guys.
What?
That's what Grandpa says. And ours says, George, I got something special for your birthday.
Oh, boy.
A little winky face. I'm not giving George a winky face. I'm showing what's what on race day. Sponsored racer right here.
And shots fired.
Shots fired. 1% back. 1% back. There you go. Why don't you shoot? So LGR Railroad says, what do you think of railroad grease guns, the ones that grease bronze rod bearings, George?
I think they're cool because Bilko has one for his team.
Oh, yeah, you've done that. Why don't you explain how that works, George?
So basically what you do is you take the grease and you put it in this little container inside the, alright. So you take it and put it in this little container on the gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you fill it up, and then you take it and there's like this pump that you pump the grease up into, and it comes out in this tube, and you lubricate all the gears the rods on the steam engine. And there's this box on the steam engine, or some steam engines. I'm not sure if all of them are like this, but it's like the lubricant system for the steam engine. You open the box, you gotta fill all the box with lubricant. on both sides, and it's very hard because after a while your hands start to cramp. From,
Oh, really?
Pushing so much, yeah. But it's pretty cool.
Grandpa says those grease guns are now pneumatic and they work really well.
That is true, yeah.
Yep. James Train's saying that sponsors can only be content model creators, and then I could be. We have kit bashed, repainted model trains, and I have made trains models. Oh, very good. Very, well, I don't think I mean sponsored in terms of like sponsored content or like I'm sponsored by Lionel. I'm just saying like, you know, like the Indy cars have a sponsor on their side. Lionel, I actually
They called him up.
No.
They're like, you want to buy a shirt?
No.
eBay? It's like, hey,
No.
20 minutes left.
I was just trying to find a shirt that made me look cool. And I got 1% cash back, eBay bucks. I was like, hey,
Dang.
that shirt only cost me 99% of the asking price.
Whoa.
99%, George.
Dang.
1% off right here. Oh, gosh.
Anyways, so I've got a question for you.
Lay it on me, George.
Which FM do you like better? The Bloody Nose or the Southern Pacific one or the Pennsylvania one?
I like the Southern Pacific one. That's why I got this one. Grandpa got the other one, so we
Does
have
he
one
have
of
all
each.
the cars for his?
Yes. Yeah,
does?
he's got a complete set, and I've got a complete set.
Are they all the same cars that came out after, or are they?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes, he's got all the same cars. The only things that are different in the set that Grandpa's got is the FM and the caboose. There's a couple of times I looked into buying those for myself, but then I thought, why? If Grandpa's got one. But I always thought that to get a Pennsylvania FM, that would be a cool one to pull my Fleet of Modernism cars.
Okay, cool. This is a pretty sweet engine. Now
It
that
is.
you run
It is.
Too bad they didn't use the demonstrators. The 20.
Yeah, they were supposed to use, if
Section.
I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to use the demonstrator style, or make this the demonstrator style, but for whatever reason it came out like this one. Still pretty nice, but that demonstrator one, I saw you got that one out too.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
That
sweet.
one's like a next step up.
We'll have to run that one a little bit later.
Okay.
Put in front of that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a really, really neat piece, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorites. I got it. Yeah, I got it for Christmas a while ago, and it's definitely one that Sammy and I like to run a lot.
Yeah, cool. So, Texas Trainmaster says, we know Lionel sponsors your racing, Wally. Lots of laugh out loud. Lots of laughs.
Oh.
That was a low blow. Low.
Hey, anyways.
And Texas Trainmaster says he likes the Santa Fe Trainmaster that Lionel made. That is a cool one. You,
We're just talking about the ones that came out with the TCA. So.
you know what? I got a cool one. I'm gonna go grab. I don't think you've ever seen this one.
Really?
Yeah.
What engine is that?
I'm
or car.
bring it out. It's an FM.
Really?
Yep.
I've
I'm gonna
never
go get it
seen
in a
that.
minute. James Ring says I'm back. Good to see you here.
Welcome to the stream.
And LJL says, did you know that 611 uses roller bearing rods?
Yes, I did know that. It's actually something that I'm not sure. I think my grandpa told me that. But so whoever told me that, like to was it you? I don't remember. I forget who told me that it had roller bearings.
Yes.
But I did know that.
Yeah, and I was telling you that, and then plus it's a really balanced out engine. That's why they're saying that. Why a lot of people say that if there was that if the 611 ever had a chance to break the speed record, that the 611 would be a really, really, really good candidate as a train from the United States, a steam engine from the United States that would break the speed record.
That would be one that I think would be cool. But I don't know, where would you do it here in the United States?
Well, I'm sure there's lots of spots.
I know, but you'd need just like a long, straight piece of track with minimal curves.
Right.
But that'd be really cool to see that. Don't get me wrong, But yeah.
Ours train says a train that George has not seen? Impossible. I think he's seen this one, but he hasn't seen it for a long time, so it's going to be like, oh, yeah.
Really? What road name is it? Or is it a surprise?
It's a surprise. So, hey, guess what? James Ring says he made a logo for the GF&W, our fictional railroad we were talking about, the Green Bay, Fort Wayne, and Western.
Should post it on the Discord chat.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Charlie's Mono Train says, at GFW Trains, George, my favorite meme is no longer Squillo's Billows. It's now Motomotive. It's literally a Heisler with Motomotive's face on it. one day you're gonna have to explain that one to me, George. That one like went way over my 47-year-old head.
This kid, the Squillis Villas memes of me and my son too. Some guys that I know through trains.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was embraced, and yeah, it's a pretty fun meme, that's for sure. Anyways, going past that.
Oh, and Grandpa's chiming in, talking about trains that I've acquired from my collection, and he's saying that I have some trains well before George came on the scene.
There's a lot of trains in Grandpa's collection I've never seen. I do.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of NPC stuff.
Right.
I've barely seen.
So ours train says he's wearing a 611 shirt right now.
Dang. So
Yeah.
represent his 611.
Right.
I like that.
LJ Aureliard says, I know that the 611 in regular service hit 100 miles an hour, usually on flat track. Yeah, that would be one. That's a 611 is such a beautiful engine. Just the lines on that one, isn't it, George?
Yeah, the streamlining.
Oh.
It looks like a bullet, you know?
Yeah, I've always loved it. I've always loved the J class.
I've always loved it just because that was Sammy's cool engine.
Yeah.
Still is. In fact, you can see it. I think there's a couple videos in Milwaukee. Sammy is a 611 trying to pull the Norfolk and Western set, and it's just like wheel slipping so much.
Yeah.
And it's going, you know. But yeah. It's a sweet engine, if you ask me.
Cool. James Ring says, I posted on the Discord. My name is P&W Fan 2004. Speaking of the Discord, I just realized I didn't put a valid Discord link below. So George, why don't you? I'm gonna do that right
Anyways,
now.
I can talk about it. So basically, what the Discord is something that for everybody in the stream to continue talking even when we're not streaming. So it actually really worked out. We've gotten to connect with a lot of people I normally wouldn't with, which is really cool.
Did you do a lot of chatting on the Discord there, George?
Yeah, in fact, we were talking to a couple people before the stream as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's neat.
But yeah. So, anyways, my dad's posting the link into the Discord now. So, yeah. Or posting a link to the Discord now, and the description of the chat, and it's a pretty cool group. I think we have about 45 members on the Discord.
Really, 45 members. That's pretty cool, George.
Yeah, just about. Maybe a little under.
We're gonna pixelate it, George. Look at that.
Dang.
Got some Tetris
Like
going on.
Tetris, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so if you haven't already joined it, please consider doing that. That'd be really, we'd really appreciate it. And I know we have a fun time. Everybody has a fun time on there. So yeah.
Hang with us through the pixelization. We'll come back. I promise. Promise. You can hear us.
Yeah.
We'll be back though. Soon
There
as,
we go.
got a little bit back there. Nice. All right. Forgot to do this in my and also, George, you got to do a plug about what we got going on Saturday besides your birthday.
So Saturday we have the premiere for 1,000 subscribers special, and it's gonna be lots of fun. We have I think 35 layouts on the
33, George.
33. We have 33 layouts on the in the video. And it's pretty cool. We sat down and watched it I think about a week ago, if that's correct.
Yeah, I actually even made it, George.
Yeah.
Not only watched it, I made it.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't make it. I just edited the clips together. The video was made by all of the subscribers.
Yes.
33 subscriber layouts.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, I think. So we didn't have a chance to get out and see everybody's layout during the stay-at-home. We had an awesome layout plan for our 1,000 subscriber special, but due to the stay-at-home, we weren't able to get out there and see Grandpa's layout and make a video of it, did we?
So we'll have to wait for 2,000.
So he's the first layout on there, but it's not. There's only a little bit of it. But
Yeah.
we're gonna do a full feature on his.
Yeah, his layout is so cool. It's just a mixture of I don't know, modern and just post-war, and it's a really cool layout if you ask me.
For those people here that haven't heard our message yet, if you could do me a huge favor, I accidentally did some stuff wrong when I shot out that 1,000 subscriber special, or I uploaded it, and it didn't give a real proper boost to all of or a notice to the people who are on the channel. So I need to get it noticed by the algorithm. So you'd be doing me a huge favor by doing two things today. But the first one, the most important one, would be to go to the video in the link below in the description for the 1,000 subscriber special. It's down there. Hit that. Hit the thumbs up button and do it now before it comes out. Hit the thumbs up button and put a description down there for me. That would be really, really helpful if you could do that.
Yeah.
Also, I updated the Discord down below, and as my daughter would say, in terms of this here, hit that thumbs up button for us, man. See if we can get that those likes up a little bit higher. That's really helpful for us too. So,
yeah. Well,
I'm gonna go get that train, George.
Oh, okay, all right. So, anyways, yeah. So we're running something you don't necessarily see every day. It's a Union Pacific passenger train being pulled by C&O Burke, which is pretty cool. I love this engine. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, I know it's been a favorite on the channel. I'm pretty sure. I think first it made its premiere on the Christmas layout video, which was around Christmas time of this year. And yeah, it's a pretty sweet engine. I think it's really cool. We got it at Milwaukee Train Fest, and I think we got a pretty good deal on it. But yeah. And then we're also running the Southern Pacific TCA set. This is the West Coast set. There's also an East Coast set with Pennsylvania FM. And yeah, it's pretty neat. But yeah, and it's got all these cars. The only two that don't belong in the set are this C&O Midwest Division TCA car, and then this KD grain car, which I just put in there because it looked kind of cool. But yeah, so anyways, that is what we are running currently, and I see he's brought out the box. Ooh, it's an orange box, but not the orange a lot of you are thinking of.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Since the theme is FMs today,
Yeah.
I thought I'd break this one out. This is kind of a cool one.
I'm curious.
I got this one for Christmas a while back.
I don't think I've ever.
Way a while back. No, I don't think so.
Was this from your childhood?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. This is in.
Did you get
This
the
one
same
makes it
year?
out a lot less than it should. I'm gonna say that. This one should make it out more because it's such a neat.
Did you get this the same year Uncle Bob got his New Jersey Central or Jersey Central FM?
No, I think Sammy got that Jersey Central FM, didn't
Really? I'm not sure.
he? Check that one out. Tell me that's not a beautiful piece, huh?
That is cool.
Yeah. Here you go, George.
It's really cool. So we'll have to put it on that train over there.
Yep. It's a nice Williams piece. I think that's circa about 1986, which I'm guessing, George. Right around 1986, I got that one.
That's really cool. Alright, I'm gonna put these over here and I'll go put them up there.
Thought that'd be a fun one to share. People are liking that one. They like this Canadian Pacific Trainmaster, George.
Yeah,
His old paint scheme, Canadian Pacific.
this is
That old paint scheme is one of my favorites. I've got two other sets of Canadian Pacifics that are just beautiful sets.
Correct?
What's that?
You got the F units.
Right, and that's the one everybody always asks me what's my favorite MPC set, and that's my answer. I've got a MPC Canadian Pacific set. That was a service station set. You got a pair of F3s in there, MPC Canadian Pacific F3s, and that's my favorite MPC set. So, New England Aero fan says, "Ooh, CP Trainmaster. Do I hear two Trainmasters on a train?" Nope, not gonna get. Well, maybe I suppose George can do the Williams one that he's putting on right now. That's convention, so that one doesn't play well with the TMCC one. But got a couple of TMCC ones out here. Maybe we'll get those running together in a lash up. But I don't know if I know that those two have never run together. The Southern Pacific and the Demonstrator. So I don't know if they're compatible in terms of the speed that they run. Trains and Things says, "Hey guys, pop in for a few minutes. Purple and gray CP. Yep, we got that. We love that CP. We were talking about you earlier, Trains and Things, and talking about the cool products that you sell and the dwarf signals that you've sent us, and how excited we are about putting those on the layout.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
That'd be really neat. We're going to put those on, and Trains and Things sells a lot of really neat signal pieces, and a lot of neat stuff. So we'll get that on the layout, and we'll bring our layout to a little bit next level, huh?
Would you have an idea on where you want to put those?
I don't. We should talk about that too.
I would say like right over here, or like over by the station.
Yeah, I think that like if we're doing our live streams, we should put it in a nice prominent spot for people watching the live streams.
Yeah, right. Well, over here really wouldn't be.
The Y maybe, or
that, or not. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, no, like right here's probably a really good spot so that people can see them.
Yeah, I just wouldn't put it right, or I don't know, but this with the switch right here, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's we'll have to talk about that one. Yeah.
So James Ring says, I've also created the Super Texas. Oh, for your railroad, George.
Dang.
Super Texas.
Super
210-10-4.
Dang, that's
Got a lot of straight spots on the railroad
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's going to need to go straight. Can't have any curves on that one.
That's correct. It's like that railway in Australia.
Actually, you made it for the Triple S railroad, not the GF&W.
Oh. Let's see.
Ooh, ours is making a good observation. It's Trainmaster Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty good, huh?
I'm glad you thought of that. I mean, brought it up. Yeah. Actually, I should put that demonstrator in front of the UP train. That would work out.
That could work out. That'd be a sharp looking set.
Should I go do that now?
Sure. LGL Rail Yard's asking, what do you guys think of the CPR Selkirk 210-4? Love it. I love me some Canadian steam. I think they've got a really nice, beautiful look to it. Really do. James Ring, I'd forgotten what the Triple S was, and he's saying that the Triple S is the St. Louis, San Francisco, and Southwestern Railroad. Trains and Things says, cool, thanks for the good words, of course. I think that we've enjoyed having you on our stream, and I appreciate you sending that off. I'm sure we're going to get those out and get that on a real prominent spot on our layout. So it's going to be good stuff. New England Rail Fan says, nice. The CP and UP usually run together. I think it's going to be good stuff. George is taking that one off. That was kind of an odd matchup, huh, George?
Yeah.
New England Rail Fan Production says, Wally, do you like the Royal Hudson? And my response is not only a yell, I think it's going to be a hell dog, yeah! Royal Hudson's one of my all-time favorite locomotives.
I have a question. How did you get the opportunity to ride that? Were you just out in Canada?
Yeah, I actually rode it, I think 3 times out there, George.
Oh,
3
really?
separate times, yep. One time it broke down
Really?
when we were out there, yep. We were out there and it broke down and we had to be hauled back by an Alco.
Really?
At diesel. And do you know what we called that one, George?
What?
The Royal Alco pulled us back.
That sounds like something Antoinette would come up with.
Oh, the Royal Alco. That was a grandpa, I think.
Oh, really?
Yep, grandpa stating that we got brought out by the Royal Hudson, brought out from Vancouver, British Columbia to Squamish, and then the Royal Hudson broke down, so on the way back we were taken back by the Royal Alco. But that one's one of my favorites. I really enjoy that. They're two. I've been blessed enough to ride behind and see some really, really cool steam. And the Royal Hudson's probably one of my favorite ones that I've ridden behind. Recently, we got a chance to ride behind the 765 Berkshire a couple years back. George and I have been listen to that one. We got a little bit different horn on the demonstrator, huh, George?
Yeah.
LGL Rail Yard says there are 2 CPR Selkirk that survived today, all of which are streamlined. Yep, that's good stuff. James Ring says, don't worry, George, I have a very special locomotive for the GF&W Railroad.
Oh, nice.
And then Grandpa's just harkening back to the Royal Alco when we rode on the Royal Alco from Squamish back to Vancouver. But that was a pretty trip out there, George.
That didn't sound too good.
What happened?
I don't know. Just like started making a clicking noise.
Ooh.
Oh, check that out. There's a screw in there.
Oh, I'm glad you found that.
Yeah, we found something similar to that in Sammy's.
I think that happened, that a screw probably fell out of something else. And then just got lodged in there. Maybe you can take that out with a pencil. If not, you can for sure get it with some pliers.
I got it. There we go.
Good. So anyway, the Royal Hudson out there in, excuse me for a second. How's everyone's playback? We getting some,
oh, that's cool. This gear's magnetic.
Ooh, little magnet traction there, huh, George?
It's just a gear.
No kidding. No kidding, George. So, the trip out there in Vancouver with the Royal Hudson was so beautiful. You travel along the ocean shore, and you could see all of the ocean shore
That was pretty good.
as you traveled along from Vancouver, British Columbia to Squamish. Whew. So that was a video for everybody out there. We're getting some, it looks like we're having some problems here in the house in terms of the video.
Glad I caught that before it got worse. Started to strip the gear a little bit.
Okay, looks like we're back. I hope.
Okay.
Everyone, are we 5x5 with everybody? I think so. We're just, my stream went down here, and what we got on the television is we're having some problems. I think we might even be having some problems across the board, George.
Interesting. Do you want me to try and pull it up on my phone?
Yeah, trying to pull that up on your phone. Hopefully, I think that.
I'm not doing very good. Interesting.
So we're not getting any comments to right now, and let's see here. Video playback interrupted. Let me just try something real quick, everybody, if you're with us still.
He just got dance right now, so that might be interrupting with the Wi-Fi.
It shouldn't be. Are you on LTE? I think it's our stream. See if there's somebody else. Go upstairs, see what happens.
Try to turn off the trance.
Nope. Anita, did you just get on the... Can you go ask Anita if she just got on?
Anita.
Can you pull up your phone and see if it works here? Just like anything you do.
broadcasting, but I can't pull up the... Yeah, it's, everything's like... Dang. It's
So-
weird, it's like YouTube blocked all of our videos.
Is there any way you can get on a different? Like something that's not GFW trains? I can't get on anything actually.
Yeah, same.
Like,
Like, watch, it's not much.
it's not necessarily GFW trains, it's just like everything.
Yeah.
Try bringing up a new stream on your phone. See if it'll work through your phone. All right, we'll go back downstairs and see what crack. George, you grab that for me, please. That's all right. It's not an Anita problem.
So, we are going down the famous stairway. Not so famous, but you know what I mean.
I don't. We'll try and get this back up, George. Why don't you just start?
Running trains.
All right. Well, we'll see what gives here. Sorry about that, everybody. Don't know what happened on our end, but we've got all of the comments down. Let me just throw up some. See if my mom can see us now. She's texting me and saying that. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Hey, can you see me talking to you on the phone? Can you see me on YouTube talking to you on the phone? It's just a picture of me. I guess I'm really confused at what you guys are seeing. So, is it a situation where you're seeing me talking to you on the phone? Right. But now can you see George? I'm going to call somebody else. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. All right. Don't know what's going on. Craziness, huh, George? Crazy stream today. So, I guess we'll see how this goes. See if we can have something come up in the next 5 minutes or so. And then if not, we're just going to move right along. That's all right. All right, here we go. Let's see how this works. Hey, Steve Wally here. No comments. All right, well, all right, yeah. All right, well, sounds good. We'll keep trucking through here, see how things go. We'll go for a little while longer, and and if not, we'll talk to you. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, thanks. Goodbye.
Anyways.
Well, there we go. So apparently, here's what we got, George. We're able to glean. They can see us, right? They can hear us, right?
Yeah.
We have no idea how many people are out there watching this, which is fine.
But we can talk to them. You know, it's kind of just like talking
It's just
to the
us,
wall.
man. No, talking to the wall. Did you just hear that?
No.
He's sitting next to his father, and he just described his conversation like talking to the wall. Let me
said-
just add a Y to what you just said.
No,
It's like talking to the wall.
I meant like.
E.
Oh, yeah. Just adding
Or a-
E to the end of what I
A
said.
Y. W-A-L-L.
Yeah.
Y. Or an E.
Yeah, wall. E.
Wally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got a question. Which horn do you like more in these FMs?
Oh, I love the demonstrator horn. Way better.
Really?
Yeah, that demonstrator horn, in my opinion, you're going to have to bring that around when they come through here.
I gotta figure out how to turn on the fans, or just do everything on this thing.
Yeah? There's
Well,
an instruction book?
well,
I know as males, like, it's hard for... No, I'm a male. I get it. I get it. As males, we don't read the instructions.
For weirdos.
Right. Instructions are for people that don't understand everything. We know it all, right? We're
That's
dudes.
great, yeah.
We're dudes. We know it all.
Yeah.
Scoot up here, George, since it's just you and me.
I think Sammy got the instruction book.
Oh, yeah? You know, there's this thing that's really cool that's out there.
Okay.
It's called the internet. Have you ever heard of the internet?
No, I have not.
No?
No.
The internet. They got everything on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything. You can learn how to bake a cake.
Really?
You can even learn how to program a train master.
And I learned that Michael Jordan was actually not a train enthusiast.
Oh, that was, but how Michael Schmidt is, back of his 1987 Topps card, George. 1987
Oh, yeah,
Topps.
yeah.
Is Mike Schmidt says he's a train collector. John Menard, train collector. That's why he,
Yeah.
that's why he got into
But I was searching up, because I searched up, I was like curious, and I was like, alright, well, I want to see if he was actually like a train collector, and if he, had a layout or anything, and to see it. And there is a guy by the name of Michael Jordan collecting trains.
So there
And
is
he
a
lives
Michael
in-
Jordan that's
yes,
a train
but
collector.
not the Michael Jordan.
Not
He
like
lives
Air
in
Jordan.
Long Island.
He's train Jordan.
Or not Long Island, but somewhere in New York.
If my name was Michael Jordan and I like trains, I would be called Train Jordan.
Yeah, just make my own like brand of trains.
Your own logo, like a train. You jumping with a train in your hand.
Yeah. Or like just like a silhouette with a steam engine.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So George, I was gonna have a surprise for you, but I'm gonna let this surprise out of the bag because I think it would be fun to do a little conjecture with people on the stream.
Really, what is it?
George, I've been looking to make a GFW Trains custom engine for you.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be
And I got a couple of trains that are in the running for it.
Really, what are they?
I don't know. I was looking at one that's a legacy U-boat that doesn't have smoke. So it's kind of strange that it doesn't have smoke, but we don't operate smoke down here. And actually, we generally don't operate smoke. So it's a legacy U-boat.
Okay, yeah.
And the other one was a pair of GP40s. A pair of them.
Yeah. Hair. I've never seen one.
Right. Those were a couple that were under consideration. The other one was a SD70. Single SD70. The other one, this one wasn't really into consideration, but there was talk of this one. An SD90. A big SD90.
Interesting.
Yep. And those were the diesels that were in the... Actually, one was a Trainmaster. I was thinking buying one of these.
Really?
Yeah, the TCA Trainmasters and make it into a
Yeah, how
GFW,
hard
a
is it
special
to
paint
find
jobs. They can be had. There's another one though that I was looking at, not the TCA ones, but K-Line had a K-Line Collectors Club issue. FM that they had TMCC and everything like that. I was thinking that might be one that we could repaint up into GFW trains.
That'd be cool, yeah.
The Trainmaster. So those were the diesels that were under consideration. I was even thinking maybe F3s, like an F3 set as GFW trains.
Yeah. No, but we should, I think that'd be cool. You know how, like, you can put polls up for like, if there's, like, a discussion post on the YouTube channel, you can put polls up.
Well, that would be
Like,
cool
if
to
we
do
narrow
on the
down to
Discord, huh?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, there's
but here down to 2 of them, and then like voting on the 2.
Right, right. Well, I think this has got to be a GFW Trains choice, man. You're the station master, well, not the station master, the GM of the railroad, the number 1. I'm just the guy that takes number 1 everywhere, sets up the streams and puts away trains. And you're the number 1, man. The face.
Yeah. I found out what this goes to.
What does that go to?
That switch over there.
Oh, yeah. I think that's off the bottom of a train of an engine.
Yeah, probably right.
I think that one's off the bottom of an engine. So then I was thinking of some locomotives too. See, the problem with the locomotives is you'd probably just keep it black and you'd have to put the logo on the tender.
Yeah.
And I don't know how good or bad that would look. Yeah, Johnny.
Anyways, yeah.
Johnny.
I don't know that. I mean, unless you like have like kind of like what the daylight did, like that Atlantic, you know, have like the orange and red, and then just like the top and bottom being black.
Well, I think. All right, no, hear me out. How about like the tender, looking kind of like that, but on a tender?
That would be cool, yeah.
Like the caboose, but the same thing on a tender. That would say GFW Trains.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Or like with the
like
new
on a
logo
tender.
or something like that too.
Yeah.
Like just
Think about the new logo. Like I love the new logo. I really love the new logo, but I don't want to have any copyright issues on that one. So I was thinking to see if I could find a graphic designer, somebody who knows a graphic designer that could tweak that a little bit, use the same concept. Maybe change the diesel to like a streamlined locomotive or something like that, with a sunset over it rather than it going through a gear, but like the gear being the sunset.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But same thing. I love that logo that we've got up there. I don't think we would have any problems, but what if you went viral, dude, and you got like 37 subscribers? You'd hit 37 subscribers, maybe 100 subscribers, and then then somebody look at it and be like, hey, wait a second.
This dude's using
For those of you who haven't seen it, on the 1,000 subscriber special, we have a new logo on the 1,000 subscriber special that we were going to incorporate as GFW Trains logo. And what it is it's the old Alco logo with GFW Train, with the Alco taken out and GFW Trains put into it. I think it's pretty sharp. I love that logo. I'd never seen it before, George.
Really?
Yeah, I'd never seen that logo before. And I was looking at one of, I believe it was Ours Trains videos where he had that logo on there.
Oh, really? That's cool. That's really cool, actually.
So it was a video of a museum.
Really?
Yeah. It was a museum that in Schenectady, I think, where Alco is. And it was, I saw it on on the floor.
Oh, really?
That's a really cool looking logo. So then I started to look into the Alco logo. And last night I spent some time trying to figure out if there's any ownership or whatever on the I didn't spend too much time, but I was looking into that a little bit. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to get a logo on the other thing is too, going the wrong way?
Yeah. The brakes, or the handbrakes are on the wrong side.
See. So I was thinking about getting a steam locomotive and putting it on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What steam locomotive?
Well, I was looking around and I found a Pacific that was an undecorated Pacific, a scale Pacific. I know that's not like your home run train with that. But
cool.
I was thinking, I was looking at some of these trains and they had such cool paint jobs, and I didn't want to ruin the paint jobs. It was like I saw one that was awesome, right? Like the SD70, right?
Yeah.
The SD70 that I saw had a beautiful BNSF paint job. It's like the one that Cousin Sam has.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, if I bought that, it would be like sacrilege to paint over that paint scheme.
Yeah, just be like taking like a daylight, putting like the black.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. And so I was like, well, then I would feel better if it was an undecorated loco.
I like the Pacific. That's a pretty sweet engine.
Yeah. Then you brought one to my attention yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'd have to save my pennies for this one. But the one that you brought to my attention was the Challenger.
Oh, yeah, the one I sent you yesterday.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool to do.
Yeah. And I wouldn't feel bad about obliterating the Rio Grande off a Challenger.
Yeah, just be like putting the clinch for it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because the Rio Grande, they had those Challengers. They didn't like the Challengers when they got them. Sent them back.
Yeah, that is, it's actually a...
So that one,
yeah.
but that's the most expensive one,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. That one was pretty, I was looking through that, I don't know, going through eBay, I was like, whoa, you know?
Right?
Yeah, so, yeah.
That'd be fun, some fun stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, my dream is like I told you yesterday, like the GFW trains
Yeah.
consist.
That would be cool to get a GFW train stream. I know
Yeah.
Matthew, I haven't talked,
All right, it looks like we're back. Somebody's saying, so we got to try and refresh here, George.
alright.
At least with the. Keep talking.
Anyways,
You're all right.
but yeah, that'd be a cool one to
We're refreshing up here. We'll see what we got up here.
So yeah, I was looking through like eBay and I was like, oh, that's a cool piece, and I sent it to you. Oh, look at that. Alright.
I think we're back, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging with us. Sorry about that. I think it was a site-wide problem with YouTube.
Dang. Alright, well, we're back.
Man, it's already 6:46 though.
Wow. Well, we'll keep chugging along until 7.
Ours Trains is wondering what you did with those 5 terrible minutes with no YouTube, George. How'd you survive?
I cried. Dang, it's gonna be like, how much you want to bet in like the next 30 seconds people are gonna be producing videos on the national YouTube shutdown?
Yeah. Oh, well, I think we're on. Let me see if we're back up on the. I think we got some of this stuff. 7:46. Oh yeah, we're Stephen Koforl's in the future.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
6:46.
Did I win Fast Friday?
No, I'm afraid you didn't, dude.
Really?
Yeah, if you did, it was probably because I let you win.
Huh. Really?
Yep. Hold on.
That doesn't sound too right.
It sounds about right to me. Trying to get back here.
Oh, James Ring is asking, hey, will the GFW locomotive be in the Green Bay, Fort Wayne, and Western paint scheme?
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, that's a cool.
This is weird, folks, and I apologize about this, but don't they have a
right there?
stream
But
settings? Hopefully, we're gonna keep rolling here.
5 terrible minutes of YouTube. I like that.
I have no idea what's going on here, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. With where we're streaming, how many people are up?
Yeah. My question.
What's your question, dude?
We can't pull it up. How are we gonna end it? Just gonna go on forever.
I think that people were probably laughing at us when we were sitting there on the couch, like, "Oh, what do we do? What do we do?" Yep, that's Papa and George Unfiltered. Hopefully, I didn't swear. Hopefully,
you swear once.
I think George. Hopefully, George had his clothes on the whole time.
Yeah, I did.
Woohoo! There we go. Back.
Alrighty.
Some analytics. 13 old people made it through the storm. A tornado. All right, guys. Thanks.
Troopers, actually.
Right. So we're getting 5x5 by everybody. 5x5 meaning 5 sound, 5 video. So keep it going. So blue, orange, and gray being the colors for the. Well, we've got a friend of ours that makes some custom paint jobs, and I talked with him about doing it. And he said he's game to do it, George.
Is that Mr. Ron?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he said he's game to do a special GFW train. So the question is whether you'd want a steamy or whether you'd want a diesel.
I think that's Pacific.
That Pacific, huh?
Yeah, or the Steamies. I'd like the Steamies.
Yeah?
I mean, if not that, the GP40s would be cool too.
Yeah, I think that like a pair of GP40s.
Yeah, because if you get a diesel and you run it by itself, it looks funny, you know? If that makes sense. So like I mean, the FMs look fine, but if you have like an SD70 running by itself.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it looks kind of goofy. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But Yeah. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you, but I would go with Stevens.
So everyone's saying that they were tuning in, and Tim saying that he saw the couch part.
Dang.
Like I said, George, hopefully I didn't swear. Hopefully I was on my best behavior. We were thinking at first that it was Anita, didn't we?
Yeah, I was gonna go yell at Anita.
That's always fun when you see George yell at Anita.
It's always fun yelling at Anita. I'm just kidding. What type of Pacific? I think it's
It would be, the one that we found was a USRA Pacific, or that I found was a USRA Pacific.
Huh. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's an older one, but it's scaled,
Yeah.
K-line.
Yeah, and it's undecorated too.
Right. So that's one that's on the docket about. I think that would be an easy one to do too, because all you need to do is have some type of graphics that you put on the tender.
Mm-hmm. That would be really cool, actually. Yeah, just paint the tender up. You know?
Right. Bill's saying, well, come on, what about old school GP9?
That would be cool.
Yeah, I agree with Bilko. Welcome to the stream, Bilko. Hopefully you got through the wonderful couch portion, and now we're on to the home stretch.
I think these FMs look cool when they're running slow.
I agree.
Like the creeping, yeah.
George loves all trains running slow. Got FMs running today, and I'm currently being censored by the Southern Pacific. So Tim's asking K-Line USRA with TMCC. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. And James Train says, what color? I'm going to make it in trains. Which engine are you going to make in trains? James, we'll tell you. The Pacific?
Yeah, the one that we talked about.
Oh, I think if it's the Pacific, it's black. It's black. And New England Rail says probably heavy, medium, or light. I think it's a heavy medium, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. That's a funny one to censor, huh? So anyway, James Train says the GFW USRA Pacific.
Yeah.
And then Tim says, how about the Pacific for passenger and a GP9 for freight? Well, I'd have to buy two trains, man. Don't you catch what I'm going here?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of it now. Aren't you glad that Mr. Ron never painted up that NW2?
Oh, yeah.
The Rail King one?
Yeah, that would have been frustrating. We were going to have him, we commissioned him to make one for us, a Michigan State train out of SW 1500 that we bought.
Oh, it's SW 1500?
Yeah, and we never did it because, I don't remember. I think we just never got all of the specifics of what the colors were and everything like that to give to him. And it turned out that the train doesn't work, so I'm so glad that we didn't.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, man. Dude, I just love the way this... I am a fan of this set.
George gets focused in on stuff and says, well, wait till you see the whole set, George. The whole set's incredible.
Really?
I've had it running a couple of times upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah, I remember.
And you can see that some of the stuff is dusty, so you gotta...
Yeah, up there. I think the one that needs the most work is that gondola.
The gondola's got some icky dust in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Stuff you'd find under your bed, you know?
Right, so Tim's saying it was a light, that K-Line only made a USRA light Pacific, so that's probably what it is. It's a light Pacific.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool hopper. One feature I like about this hopper...
Yeah?
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
That's a gondola as opposed to a hopper, George.
I knew that. It's testing everybody else.
Yep.
You passed,
Yep.
actually.
Yep, your sister even got that one, George.
Well, something.
The ends
One
come
is,
down.
yeah,
huh?
the ends come down. But, oh, there we go. So it's like kind of like a gondola or a flat car with sides.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's a neat set. It really is. The Train Collectors Association and the LCCA, and they really make some really cool sets. They're custom sets. I like them. I like them a lot. LCCA has some really neat old...
Yeah, they got some pretty cool Polar Express sets.
Yeah, they got the Polar Express. They made some neat General sets. I believe they made a couple of... they made the Halloween General. They remade that. They made a General and Texas set. I like that one, and that's another one I really like.
That one.
Yeah, like I said, George, I've got to somehow put lipstick on a pig and make it look good, but I've got that, do you get that, lipstick on a pig? Trying to make something bad look good?
Oh yeah.
So I got to try and put lipstick on the pig because I really, really love the content of that general video that we made a long time ago about the general because it's such a neat story. But I've never been pleased with the way that video came together and everything like that.
Yeah, that is, yeah, I think it.
The general video? Almost a couple weeks after the 1,000 subscriber special, I think that's the next one to be pumped out.
It's cool.
So Central PA Rail fan says he's mad. Well, we're a little bit mad too, but we're getting over it from our censorship on the YouTube. But it's all good. It's all good. What are you mad about, Central PA Rail fan? Hopefully we can make you feel better. What's wrong? New England Rail fan says GFW equals GBW. See the similarities in the name? The GFW road must have been inspired by the Green Bay and Western.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
James train says the only USA Pacific I have is the SNA 750 in train, so that'll have to do. Okay.
Yeah.
And James Ring says, well, I also considered the Green Bay, Fort Wayne, and Western for GFW Railroad.
That would be a big railroad.
Yeah.
Oh no, Fort Wayne's in Indiana, correct? Yeah, that's where they keep the bird, right? No, that's Michigan.
Right.
I don't know.
No, there's one in Fort Wayne.
But is Fort Wayne where?
Fort Wayne
what
is where
state?
765. That's in Indiana.
Oh, okay. So
And then 1225 is in.
Michigan. Yeah, I was just confused.
Right. So the Fort Wayne Historical Society, or the Fort Wayne Historical Railroad, I think is the people that have the 765 down there in Fort Wayne. Brian Burns is back. Good to see you. He was shredding. He's probably doing like P60, George. Shredded P60. Raw! I was out there shredding. Getting ready for his MMA career. Shredding out and back.
Oh, I got him to work.
You got the fans to work, huh? Look at that. For those that you can't see in the back here, there's some fans that George has always been trying to get to work. And now that he's got the train operating off a Legacy, he's got all the fans working. Well, that's kind of neat, huh?
Yeah, all except for one, but it's spinning. Dang, that's cool. I love this. That's one of my favorites.
Right. So New England says, true fact, Conrail used gondolas like that to move snow off their northern tracks. No kidding. Did not know that. James Train says, what's the number of that USRA Pacific? I don't know right off the top of my head, James. Sorry about that one. Let me, I'm not 100% sure. New England Rail Fan Productions says mostly northeast tracks like the northeast corner. Oh, and Brian Burns says no guitar. I play baseball, so I don't have to be active. So that's even better, man. Rather than shredding your muscles, you're shredding the guitar.
Might be like the that's
Hit the shred.
yeah.
Hit the shred. You might have seen George's guitars when we were up there in the room upstairs. George played guitar for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
He can play some stuff,
like
but very limited, huh?
yeah, like basics.
So James Train's asking what the number should be. And here's my response to the number on it. Not that it's going to be the same as if we make it out of 515, right?
I like that.
515. That's his birthday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
515.
That's for tomorrow,
like
right?
If it's a 4-digit number, it would be 515-5.
Right.
Yeah, 5155. Or if it was just a triple digit, it would be 515. Or no, yeah, 515 or 515.
Yeah, he likes 515. We like that one. He's working on it now. Sounds good, James. Sounds good. So we got a couple options out there. We're balancing them up, seeing what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I think the Pacific's cool.
This is not something that's going to be immediately around the corner. This is like a long-term project. We're sending it over to a good friend of ours, and he had some ideas. Hopefully they're rummaging around in his head, but I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks about it because I've been on the search to find something. He had a neat one. He had a GP35 that's in his collection that he was thinking we might be able to use for that.
I wonder if it's similar to that one that he sold to John. The Burlington one that he showed behind you?
No,
No.
it's I think it's a GP35. It might be a GP20.
Oh, GP20. So that's similar to the one that the Mopac one you had, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it looks almost exactly the same as that one.
So then, yeah, I think that would be a GP20. GP15 or something.
A TMCC one. So
So we don't have to put it in there, make smoke go straight up. Anyways.
So James Ring saying that the GFW could stand for the Grand Rapids, Fort Wayne, and Western.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so Grand Rapids, it being in Michigan, which is just north of Fort Wayne, so it'd be coming down.
And like
Then
making
over.
a U, you know? That'd
Yep.
be cool.
And we what did we decide that the express train was going to be on there? The checkered flag, the Speedway Special,
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think the Brickyard Express.
the Brickyard Express. I like that, or the Speedway Special.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Who got an affinity for the Indy 500 and
Phil, we can make a
Indianapolis Motors?
fictional railroad.
Yeah.
What time era would it be? Like what era? You know, like years. What would you say? I'd say probably like 50s, like the transition.
Yeah, the transition would be fun because that way you could have steam and diesel.
Yeah. So like GP9s, F units, but then also have like big stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang, and then the nickname for the GF and W would be like they'd call it the U because it went in a U.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah. Late 40s, early 50s, yeah.
Right. The Speedway Special.
Speedway special. Yeah. You can go from like Chicagoland Speedway.
LJL's asking Sioux Line or Milwaukee Road.
Milwaukee
Milwaukee Road
Road.
all day long. I've grown to appreciate the Sioux, but I couldn't stand the Sioux when I was growing up because Milwaukee Road ran right by my my house, and when the Sioux bought them, the Sioux Line trains came on, and I always thought those Sioux Line trains were so boring looking. They were black and white with a red front, like literally white trains with just black Sioux Line on it.
They probably got really
That was
dirty,
it.
too.
And they did. They were always dirty.
I say the GF&W paint scheme should be like a replica of my hat.
Oh no.
With the right tint of white.
Oh no. No.
But this
say
is
it
like the
so.
Sioux Line
Say
hat, you
it
know?
So it is like a Sioux Line hat, that's for sure.
Replica of my hat. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. LGL says I like the Sioux Line because it's a Canadian Pacific subsidiary. Yep. True story. True
Yeah,
story.
but I don't like how those
So,
Canadian roads just came in and like bought all the American roads. Like the Illinois Central, you know, and the Grand Funk.
Grand Funk. New England Rail fans is Milwaukee Road, 271 all the way. The Sioux Line is cool too. I like them both. Like I said, I've grown to love the Sioux Line. And in fact, the Milwaukee Road's also a subsidiary of the Canadian Pacific
Yes, right, actually, yeah.
because Sioux bought
Sioux and
Milwaukee
then-
Road. And New England Rail fans says that the Milwaukee Road is the best. I like it. Stephen Cofrell says, I got to run. All right, we'll see you around.
See you,
Thanks for coming
Steven.
by. Thanks for helping us out on the stream today. And says, see you tomorrow for the birthday. Rock and roll. Fast Friday, too. Fast Friday. Grandpa says the GF&W is the humongous line. The
Yeah.
Los Humongous line. I love it, Grandpa. That's great. James Ring says another GFW passenger line should be the Lakeside Limited. That's cool. George,
Oh,
this
yeah.
making up a railroad stuff is fun.
Yeah, it is. That'd be cool to make like a GF&W engine. You know, well, and in the future, model the GF&W.
Yeah. As opposed to the GFW trains, which would be a different railroad, a competing railroad. And if I owned the GFW trains and you owned the GF&W, the first thing I would do would sue you for copyright infringement for my, Yep, I'd sue. Bam! And you'd be out of
And then
money.
you'd be the
You'd be
sue
out of
line.
money. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That was pretty good, George.
Yeah.
George made it funny. A good funny at that.
Yeah. When I was little, I used to think the Sioux Line got their name from like suing railroads.
Did you?
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Everybody's liking that one, George.
Yeah.
Good one, George. Good one. So, Yeah, just to remind everybody, a couple things. Make sure you smash that like button. I think we kind of stream it sideways, so any help we can get with the analytic can be good. So if you haven't already, please go to this video, smash that like button. Boop. And then reminder, tomorrow we're not going to be on at 5:30. We're on at 3 o'clock. Back at our normal or our old normal time. Although Saturday is going to be our last scheduled time at 3 o'clock. We're going to do 5:30s, I think, from then on forward. We're not sure 100% on the days yet, but I think we're going to do Sundays for sure. We were going to do Wednesdays, but we realized yesterday that on Wednesdays we're overlapping with Sparky, and we didn't want to overlap with Sparky, so we're probably going to have to pick another day or another time. There's some guys that we really like their streams, and we don't want to overlap on them. So
James Ring says Grand Rapids or Green Bay? Grand
Rapids.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids.
I like Grand Rapids.
Yep.
That's where Uncle Joe's from, right?
Nope. Up in that way. He's Traverse City is where he lives now. But we have relatives up there. Aunt Becky lives up there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Central PA Rail Fans is I'm back. Well, hopefully you're feeling a little bit better, not so mad.
Yeah.
James Train says, what color is the roof on the USRA Pacific? It's a good question. I think it's just black.
This tint of white.
That's it, George.
You want to get a picture of it, you know? See how,
James, what are some of the colors that you can get on the top of a Pacific, or that they did?
like red.
Tuscan red on the top of a Pacific?
Just like a
Really?
blood red, yeah, like that.
So Grand Rapids, Fort Wayne, and Western, the GF&W.
The GF&W, that's right, yeah. Oh boy. Anyways,
Oh, he's got trolls. That's stinky. I'm sorry to hear that.
The movie? Or the
Yeah.
TV show? Trolls. Anyway,
I can get any color right now. It's red. All right, it's red.
any color.
James Ring says, do you know anybody from Fort Wayne?
You
No.
know, anything?
We've got some friends that live out there in Indiana. In fact, I lived in Indiana for a while myself. I lived in Valparaiso,
Really?
Indiana.
Really? Oh! Look at that.
Oh, sometimes I wonder, George.
Hey.
Look at that. Got a little drifting going on.
Come on, I'm gonna turn off. Alright. Dang, it's about to come off. Whoa.
Alrighty.
Oh no. Really?
George, did you know your name was George?
Really?
Really?
Bro, when I was little, I found out mom's name wasn't mom.
Well, that was a
heartbreaking moment, man.
She's got a name that's not Mom?
What?
Are you kidding me?
This can't be real. You guys are messing with me. Her name is Mom.
So James Ring says, I'll make the GF&W logo revised edition. All right. So, you like that Pacific idea better than the diesels, huh?
Yeah, I do. I like this. That'd be, I think that would be a really cool engine to be on the GFW.
Yeah?
Or the GFW. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll have to look into that then.
Yeah. But anyways, so, let's talk about the, elephant in the room. I don't know how to say that.
What's the elephant in the room?
I don't know. It's blue, yellow, you know, your favorite engine ever.
Ah, that's the elephant, huh?
Yeah, or like more like rat, you know.
George wants to talk about this engine.
Oh, pieces are coming off of it.
Yeah, right now as we talk. Is this what came out of it?
I don't think so. I might have been actually. What is that? Classic shaving?
Looks like it was a traction tire or something shaving.
Well,
There it is, the Alaska Railroad, my least favorite engine.
it's got.
And how it always tends to stay out here on our layout all of the time, I have no idea.
Probably because it doesn't have a box.
I got this one right at the Lionel factory. I was so excited when I got it because it's like, man, I got it right at the doorstep of the Lionel factory.
And like the couplers.
The couplers
there.
broke. That one broke just the other day right in your hands, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it just was
So
like,
now it can't pull any trains anymore because it doesn't have any good couplers. I was thinking about just gluing that coupler on the back.
just like gluing cars to it.
But it's never run real well. It doesn't pull any more than like 2 or 3 cars. It's made, I think, the original is made to have an engine in both the front and the rear of trucks. And I got this at the factory. It was actually saran wrapped when I got it. It wasn't even in a box,
Really?
George. Yep, it's in saran wrap. And this only has one of the can motors in this side. So it's not even really
Do you
fast.
think this is like a factory error or what?
I don't think it was a factory error. I think they're just like, hey, we need to slap something together to put in the gift shop. So they slapped this one, and I think I paid like $67 for it.
Did
Which
it
I
come
normally
with the,
wouldn't have bought something like this, but it was at the Lionel factory. I'm like, I'm buying
Did
something.
Grandpa buy F units from there too?
No,
Oh.
no, we saw when we were there. We toured the factory in Michigan, and we saw them making the Black Widow F units. That I believe that the numbers on those are 23.
Yeah, but there's some for
85?
sale actually.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, on eBay.
Yep. So we saw them making those that run when we were there at the factory at Lionel.
That's cool. Yeah, we got some slow train.
Yeah. Gonna run that CP?
Sure.
Let's run that CP a little bit. The Los Humongous route. I like it.
Fingers, humanity says.
Fingers! All right. Welcome to the stream, Humanity. Saw that you just come out with a new video the other day. George, did you see Humanity's new
Yes, I did. The one of his new modules. He's got 3 new modules. Yeah, I think.
T-Track ones, huh?
Yeah.
Very cool. So James Ring says, can someone make a St. Louis, San Francisco, and Southwestern logo? Maybe, maybe. So, again, everybody, who's just tuning in. Ooh, this should be good, folks. This Williams engine has been running for a long time. I can hear the electronic horn in the background. Is electricity on that way? Oh, there we go. Here it comes.
It's skirting.
I like it, George. I think that's a sweet looking train. We'll come down here and give everybody a trackside view for it.
As it stops.
You having troubles with that electronic unit back there, George?
Yeah, there we go.
There it goes. Apparently the Canadian Pacific likes to run fast. There we go. Crab was saying, George, I didn't know this, that those F units were the last USA
Made at locomotive.
locomotives other than the Hudsons they made from spare parts, and that he bought the SPF3.
Oh, really?
Well, that's cool. I think he bought that one for Mr. Ron, George.
Really? That's cool.
So, important announcement for everybody. James Ring is switching accounts for the stream. He'll now be P&W Fan 2004. All right, well, we'll look for you back. Hey, Big O is here, saying hello from Princeton, West Virginia. Well, hey, welcome to the stream, Big O. Thanks for coming in. And Dominic465 says, Trainmaster. Yeah, we got a couple of Trainmasters. Actually, we got 3 Trainmasters running right now.
Yeah.
It's got 3 Trainmasters on the track. We got a Old Williams. George is loving that horn. George, I
I'm trying
remember.
to get it to go.
I remember that was the horn to have, George.
Really?
When I got a horn like that, I thought it was the coolest thing. I couldn't believe I had a locomotive with a horn. It's got a dead spot over there, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why.
At least something that kicks the E unit over, huh?
Yeah.
Or that was probably an electronic one. Yeah, Dominic 465, welcome to the stream. Big O, welcome to the stream. Let's hit some, I think that, George got a whistle there? Got that old school feedback whistle. Old school feedback horn from the Williams engine. Gotta like that. So James Ring and James Trains. James Train says, or James Ring says, James, do you like the GFW standing for the Grand Rapids, Fort Wayne, and Western? He says, yes, but I don't need a logo. But I need a logo. And then he hasn't done a tender yet. James Ring says, I'll give you a logo. Are you on the Discord? Yep. Hey, Railfan JK is here. How you doing? Thanks for stepping in the stream. George, watching the time here, what time everybody's coming on. It sounds like, looks like 7 o'clock is the hour. Everybody coming on. New England says that he's got the same problem with his GP9. Williams Trains, if there's one thing I know, that Williams Trains like to run fast. That one probably needs some grease and some oil on it too, George. That one probably hasn't been run in a long, long time. That one always frustrated me that they didn't go all the way and they didn't put the Canadian Pacific Beaver at the front of that one.
Oh yeah, it's just like a good spot. Yeah.
I don't understand. I never understood why. I was thinking about one of these days getting a decal and just putting it on there myself.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. That was cool.
I know. I told you I bust out with a train you'd never seen, George.
Yeah.
And Dominic 465 says old Jerry Williams engines are bulletproof. Put a command board in a Williams E8. Yeah, they are. I actually really, really like my Williams engines. Every single one that I own are really good. And like you said, Dominic 465, they are bulletproof. This one here, I think actually the problem is just getting it so that it's running right with the engine moved up in the oil.
This is only 8 volts from Stonewall pretty fast.
Yeah. They're one of the first ones that use can motors in their engines on a regular basis, George. Yep.
They're old tanks, right? Pretty simple engines.
Right. So, how many likes we got on the stream here?
We have
Trying to check on that.
28 likes.
There we go. New England Rail fan wants a video call, George.
Ooh.
We haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm not sure how that looks. If we can do a video call or what. But we want to get the video call up with you one of these times, New England Rail fan. And Dominic 465 says Mike Wolf's platform. Yep, Williams was. If I'm not mistaken, that's where Mike Wolf started, is at Williams. Maybe I can be corrected on that by somebody in the stream. But Mike Wolf's been around railroading for quite a long time. Yeah, or model railroading for quite a long time. And if I remember correctly, he started with Williams and had some big ideas for Williams, and they kind of had their niche. And so Mike Williams brought his ideas and his growth elsewhere to other different manufacturers.
Williams had command. If they used TMCC, that'd be like so cool.
That would be neat. It's Bachman now.
That's true.
Yep, Williams bought.
But they're nylon gears.
Really? In the O-gauge stuff?
I'm not sure if it's in the O-gauge stuff, but I know Bachman is famous for their nylon gears.
In HO, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dominus Train says, yep, Wolf worked for Jerry putting trains together in his basement.
Dang. I wonder, like...
George is going to try and get a job putting trains together in a manufacturer's basement. Too
Yeah.
bad there are no train manufacturers in Chicago, huh?
GF&W, man.
GF&W.
Start my own.
Oh.
Use the,
George, you don't even make your bed at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like it messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandpa's suggesting to clean the center rail on those switches and the engine might run better. I think that's a good idea. The other day I was running my my hand over some of the rail that we've got. We've been running so much that our rail is really starting to get dirty.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I've already said it a bunch, but I like this train.
George likes that TCA
I love
train.
these first couple of cars. They just look that much.
Yep.
GS1 cars.
There's some other really neat cars in that set, George. There's a couple of reefers. or a couple of milk cars like that.
Oh,
There's
really?
there's actually a slide car that goes in it. There's a really neat car that's got a load of snowmobiles on it.
Oh, really? I
Yep,
think I've seen
yep.
that car.
And Grandpa's got the prototype for that one. And then there's a Santa Fe, I think. Oh gosh, humanity's stirring the pot like he always does. Why don't you read that one, George?
Yeah, so Humanity says, if you don't make your bed, girls will never come over. Oh, now I understand. I think that, yeah, but I sleep in a loft, so, I mean, I don't know.
The GF&W will have a diamond-shaped logo. Like a baseball diamond, maybe.
Yeah.
George is a baseball guy.
Yeah. Remember baseball stuff.
Yeah, you understand. You understand. We were talking about George, his safety option when a girl comes in for a kiss. And he doesn't want to kiss.
I like trains.
That's all he's got to say. Swoops in for a little spoochy spoochy.
I like trains. You know?
Back off.
Bam!
So Big O's asking, do you have a GP40, George?
Yeah, we have a GT40. It's not TMCC though. But
Which one is it?
well, it's the lever one. It's that dummy.
Oh, right.
But that doesn't. Both the couplers broken. That
Yeah. We've got a Weaver, old school Weaver GP40. That's one of those. It's a beautiful engine, but if you breathe on it, that thing's falling apart, huh?
Yeah.
Well, humanity's saying, well, at least you're wearing a new hat today.
Yeah. Loving this hat.
And Grandpa says, don't worry about the love doctor, humanity. George has got a nickname around our house. Don't go there. I'm not going there. I'm not going over there. Hey, Cross Anchor Rail friends, this is George. What's your favorite passenger train that's been produced in O-scale? And do you have it?
Yeah, it's this Union Pacific set. It's
That's
my
your favorite one, huh?
Yeah, I love it a lot. Yeah. It's my favorite. I know yours is probably that Pennsylvania set, right?
That's my favorite. The one that's always one that I've wanted to get. That's a beautiful, beautiful set. Is the Hiawatha.
Yeah.
O-scale Hiawatha. You'd be either yellow ones or orange ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Love that
I
train.
got an orange one so you can run it with the Hudson that they had.
Yeah.
Welcome, Iron Fox 7.
Good to see you, Iron Fox. We can get you on. We're gonna be able to get you
Yeah,
on
hey,
Sunday.
if you can, after the stream, could you private message me on Discord? Just because, about just stuff for the stream, so, yeah.
So, Humanity says you can't back out of it now, George. Spill the nickname.
What nickname? I don't know what he does.
The Love Doctor. Right here, man. The Love. His uncle gave him that nickname.
Wait,
George Woodruff, the Love. Maybe it was Grandpa.
No, it was Grandpa.
It was Grandpa that gave it to you,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. It's like from like a Joe McNotes thing or whatever.
James Ring saying, hey, Iron Fox and Jason Laricos is coming in and says, your Pride Lines Green Diamond was one of my favorite trains you have. What price did you get it for? Well, actually, we borrowed that one from a friend.
Yeah, that one is a pretty sweet.
That
engine.
is a sweet engine. That one grew on us too, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Ran well. It looked nice. Got a nickname. What was the nickname of that train, George?
Pool noodle.
We started calling that one the Pool Noodle. Well, why don't you give James Ring and Jason some horns, George? Good. And Cross Anchor says, which engine would be at the head of your train, George?
That train over there, or
Your favorite train, remember?
the big boy.
The big boy's at the head of that one.
Yeah.
It's tough, but I would like some E units at the front of mine, or a Pacific. Oh, my favorite train, like this favorite contest list.
Yeah. I'd put like the.
I think actually, all right. Here's what I would say. My favorite consist, if I could choose, my number one. And I don't know if they've made it yet. Would probably be. Don't do it. Don't do it. Would be the Amtrak GG1 pulling a rainbow train.
I bet you. I mean, that I don't think that would be something you'd have to like piece together. That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah, tell me that one. That would be what it.
He said he didn't say the word none taken.
A cool noodle. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, let's stop talking about my love life. And,
James says he can't join the Discord. The link is invalid. Let me try this one again. I thought we got that rectified earlier in the stream. But give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment. In the meantime, my good friend and partner George here will have some words of wisdom.
Anyways, so I got a new hat today. It's pretty sweet. We'll do a hat review.
Oh my God.
So basically,
This is what we're paying the big bucks for?
it's got a nice R on it. It's got really nice red. The white on it's my favorite part.
Say it ain't so, boys and girls.
Yeah, and then this got some really nice faded black. You know, it's got a spot where if you had a small enough head, you could put like a cup in here, just so like, you know, to fill space up.
Say it ain't so, boys and girls.
And then yeah, and it's got this like little thing up there, and that's my hat review. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed mine.
Well, you gotta keep talking. I'm not done yet, George.
Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do a little hold up. So we're gonna do a Katie tank car review. Pretty sweet tank car, if you ask me. This came with the TCA 50th anniversary set, straight from the box. This is probably one of my favorite. I don't know, just because it's cool and it's cool looking and it's red, you know, because I like red
This is
things.
good. This is good. Oh,
And,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And yeah. So it's got some really cool trucks made by Lionel. You know, it's got these things on the top. It's got some hand railings, a ladder, handbrake. It's got a number on it. Yeah. It's got some letters.
This is some riveting stuff, GFW trains.
Yeah. This is the.
Riveting stuff.
Definitely. Yes, definitely.
And
But yes, here is the GF or the KMT caboose. Oh, I mean,
All right.
tank car. There we go. All right.
through
Yeah,
Georgia Lifeline there, little soft shoe talking about his Katie tank car. We'll try the Discord link below now. I think I got that updated. So we hit refresh, go back into the link, see if that works. And speaking of what we got down in the description, we got a couple of different things down there. One of them that I want to pump though, which is our 1,000 subscriber special, George.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody who's here about 1,000 subscriber special?
Anyway, okay, yes.
Or I'll do it.
Oh no, that's, I just read that and it made me laugh. So the 1,000 subscriber special is a video that we did since we're here at the stay home. We can't really go anywhere. Or to film somebody's layout for the special, we decided to ask you guys to help us with filming model railroads. We had some pretty cool layouts.
We had about 30 different submissions of about 33 different layouts. So the 1,000 subscriber special features 30. It's a 45-minute video where I've put in everybody's layouts, and we've got 33 layouts that are on there. And we're premiering that on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Hopefully George will get up for that.
What?
Yeah. But in the meantime, if you could do me a favor, I screwed up when I put it out there and it didn't send an announcement to everybody, so I got to get the YouTube algorithm to pick it up. So if you could do me a favor and go to that link down there and make a comment on it, even before the video comes out, if you can make a comment on that and you hit that thumbs up button, that'd be extremely helpful. Oh, we got a thumbs down.
Man.
That just happened, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I see you.
C'est la vie.
Anyways, yeah. Actually, I kind of felt bad. I'm just. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah. I kind of felt bad. So you know, Nolan Wood's got a YouTube channel, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Nolan's a buddy of George's.
Yeah, and he's worked really hard on his videos, and he got one with 20 dislikes.
20 dislikes?
Yeah, but there was.
How do you get 20 dislikes? I'm
was
not
a-
asking. Nope.
It was a music video that he made.
Oh, was it? You're going to have to share his channel with me.
So it's called Speed Bump Man. So if you guys want to go check it out, subscribe. I'm sure he'd be like, what the heck, you know?
Speed bump man, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, not to take you off a different track, see what I did here? Jason Laricos said there used to be a Chicago Great Western tank car on the siding in West Chicago, George.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I heard that the big boy took its spot.
Oh, and then it was. Do you have any idea where it went, George?
Probably IRM. I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, I have no clue. James Ring says the Super Texas is larger than the big boy. Is it larger than the S1?
And wants to know what number should it have, George?
5155.
I say 0. No, you can't start with a 0. What was it?
5155.
5155 is yours?
Mm-hmm. Like 5,
Yep.
15,
Yep.
5, yeah.
I like it.
Oh, we just posted a picture of
The logo up on the Discord, George. Well, hey, man, we've been on it for about 2 hours now, give or take, without the
there we go.
where we went sideways. That's a good-looking logo.
Wait, let's see if I can blow it up.
Blow it up. Pretty cool,
Sweet.
man. Pretty cool.
Hey, cool.
Brian Burns wondering what the Super Texas is. I'll let somebody from the stream answer what the Super Texas is.
Super Texas. It's the GF and W's. Big boy.
So listen, everybody, we're going to get running along. I'm really hungry. I haven't had anything to eat, and it's 2 hours. We're pushing 7:30, so thank everybody for coming here today, even though we're finally getting some good numbers here. Unless you want to keep rolling. What about you, George?
I say we should go eat dinner.
All right. You getting hungry, too?
Yeah, so.
All right, well, we'll back tomorrow for George's birthday, everybody.
Well, thank you. Why?
Sometimes I wonder if he's even listening.
No, I just go to say something and something totally different comes out of my mouth. Does that ever happen to you? Like you just think it and you just say something different?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, so,
Thanks.
we will see you tomorrow.
For George's birthday, 3 o'clock, everybody. 3
All right.
o'clock. All right. Good to see everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.